Hi, my name is Dana Holmes, and I am the owner of Manifest Now Coaching LLC, located in Richmond, Virginia. If you would have asked me years ago, where would I see myself? Never here. We as women have a tendency, and ladies, you know what I'm talking about, where we try to plan our lives out, think about that biological clock, where our career gonna fit in, where we're gonna get married at, where we're gonna have these kids, everything, the whole nine. And when things do not pan out the way that you expect them to, it shakes you up. You don't understand why you're going through certain things, while you're going through the challenges and the storms that, hey, let's be honest, we did not plan for. And so I will tell you that my journey has been definitely one that I would honestly just do again, because it has allowed me to it has molded me into the woman that I have become and that I continue to grow to be. And that's why I'm so glad that God has allowed me to birth Manifest Now, because of my experiences, being a 2-time breast cancer survivor, going through the challenges of a marriage and so forth, and living out, having those life experiences. The lessons learned are very important, and that is what's important as well, what you're being taught, and how that can also to be a part of your testimony. Manifest has allowed me to be able to help the love of my health and wellness, and being able to help basically get breast cancer patients back in shape, get them to their appointments, as well as dialysis patients to their appointments through medical transportation. And life coaching has allowed me to help both men and women through the process of reinventing themselves and getting through what life after divorce looks like. We never understand the process at the time. We never understand. It's like the why. We have those questions. But at the end of the day, it is definitely one of those things where it makes us stronger, and God allows, God places us and put us in certain positions to be able to help others. So I will say, I definitely will challenge anyone to step out on faith, walk by faith, remember, not by sight. Give it to the Lord, place things onto the altar. Don't take it back, because in that way you're like telling God, I'm doubting you and things. We have to trust him. And I'm a walking testimony. And here's my story. You gotta live. You gotta live. You gotta. Yo, my latter years, my greatest years. Shed a few tears, sacrifice, walking my purpose and calling, have no fear. New you, new male, chosen by the Most High. No weapon formed against us can dim our lives. Yes, gotta live for the promised land. Live to see another day. Yeah, you gotta take a stand. Show up, show out, voice to the people. Live to be the best version of self. You gotta live. What's up, everybody? I know y'all been like, where you been at and everything. And I've been a little low key on my social media and everything. And I said I would kind of like put things out there once I was ready. And pretty much this video will explain the process of what I've went through in the past, and just to sum everything up, I have to deal with a health challenge at this time. Pretty much, for some of you all who know my story, I ended up having to get a lumpectomy, well, 2 lumpectomies in 2015, which kind of like started the whole thing of me getting back into my music, doing my recovery time, and basically I've been on top of my health 24/7 all the time, doing what I'm supposed to do with my checkups. And so they found suspicious findings. So over this course of a few weeks and some change, then had to go through a few biopsies and a more detailed biopsy, and things were indicated that they found precancerous cells in one portion of the same breast that I had the lumpectomy done back in 2015. So it's been about three and a half years. And they end up also finding DCIS, which is, it's a blessing. It was found early, again this time, and this is non-invasive cancer, so the good thing, it has not spread, thank goodness, and I'm happy about that. Though I had got the lumpectomy, it was kind of like in the back of my mind, because we were on this treatment plan of every 6 months. I had to go to the doctor and make sure and check certain things, and like go get my mammogram, go get my MRI and things like that. So, it was like everything was going well and going great. But I'm a person, I'm the type of person, like, I believe in prevention as a key. So, and I'm also I'm into holistic side of medicine than Western, but I think there is a balance. So people always laugh when I say I got my Western doctors and I got my Eastern doctors, or my holistic physicians. So, and there is always like a balance and so forth. But I'll leave that for another segment. But I do believe in more natural approaches of things, just a FYI. And I always found that helped me the best, even down to my diet of being a vegan. So, everything was going well, y'all. Everything was going well. And then, I was like getting my music out. And I had at the time, had got signed to an independent label. And then, like, bam, April 2019, y'all. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what's up with this? I thought everything was good, God. But it's like, excuse me, because my throat is like getting a little like scratchy, a little dry. And so, like, sure enough, I went in to the doctor, and I think they caught it on the MRI, and the invasive cancer had came back, so I had to get a biopsy. And sure enough, it was like, yes, it's back. So I was like, all right. Video, you can see where I came from. Everything's been good from the, since 2016, clean bill of health and everything. Things happen. Life is funny. You never realize or know what you're going through, why you have to go through certain storms. But, know that I'm in good spirits, y'all. Like, seriously, I'm in very good spirits. And I'm going to be more, I'm in a good place right now. And, just to let you all know, I decided, I went the lumpectomy route the first time. I'm done this time. I don't want to revisit this again. And so I am going to pursue and go forward with a mastectomy. I do have to go through two surgical process, meaning the first portion will definitely it'll be the mastectomy and reconstruction. I'm opting to do deep tissue flap. So, with the deep tissue, they either can take it from your abdominal, your thighs, your butt, or the back of your back with some, if you got back fat. And the crazy thing, y'all, is like pretty much basically a month ago, I switched my diet and I'm vegan now. So I was losing, weight, not on purpose, but I was like, oh my goodness, I hope I can qualify, not knowing that I would have to, go through this again. So luckily I did qualify. I'm getting pretty much the fat and the muscle, all that tissue, that good stuff in there in my stomach to use to reconstruct my breasts. So that'll be the one portion of the surgery. It'll be about 5 hours, and I will have to do some hospital stay to be determined the actual amount. But from there, about 3 months later, I will have to pursue. I'll have to go back just for outpatient, in and out process where I would do the touch up, the reconstruction. I'm confident in my doctors, and I know they're gonna have me, you know, up and about. So the recovery time and the whole process from the start of my surgery to pretty much the end will be about 5 months. So it sucks for me. For y'all who know, I'm in the fitness industry, so you know, like, it's gonna be hard for me. I already had to stop exercising, y'all. When I tell you I had to stop exercising, like, and I'm verbalizing my classes right now, it's like crazy because that's how much I gotta hold on to my weight. It's like I always knew that if, you know, I followed my plan, you know, I've never missed doctor's appointments and stuff. I was doing the right things, but I always said, and I already knew, and I told God, I said, if this was to come back, I already knew it was hands down a mastectomy, whether I wanted to or not. And so when they told me that, I automatically knew. I was like, no, I'm not going to keep dealing with this. And so I knew up front that I was going to get a mastectomy. And I was at peace. I was really at peace with this whole process because I guess I already had in my mindset that I knew my plan of action in the event something like this was to occur again. And because, you know, you want to go with the least of the drastic things, and then, you know, then you just go with what you have to do. And so I pretty much had to put the music thing to the side, you know, and focus on my health. And in June 2019, I went in for surgery, and I had my mastectomy. And that's when I posted this video of just like just trying to walk the track. I was walking like a little old lady. I posted a video on social media so people could see, you know, my journey and see that I'm okay, and I'm trying to get myself together. This time I was like, okay, even though I'm a private person, I just kind of like want to let people know, hey, I'm good, I'm okay, or what's my process was. And so I would post here and there, but I was kind of sporadic, of course, recovering on and so forth. So I had to pretty much, for me, I couldn't believe it. It was like, and at the time, I was like in the fitness field as well, and a personal trainer, and I was a group exercise instructor. So yeah, I know I do a lot of stuff, but I just enjoy so many things. But it was crazy, like how that week before I was doing burpees and planks to the next week just having these drains and these tubes. Beautiful souls, how are y'all? I'm just checking in. You know, I've been off of here about a week and a half, just really focusing on my recovery and my OT exercises and all that stuff. So I'm up to 4 laps, walking the track, or trying to do like 15 minutes on the treadmill, then take a break and 15 minutes on the treadmill. Just, I'm not doing my little grandma shuffle anymore, but I'm not walking like fast either, you know. I'm not doing that little shuffle jog either, but it's getting there. And I've been working on my OT exercises. I'm getting my arm up. Just want to let y'all know it's almost there. But I just want to give you like continued words of encouragement to never give up. Psalms 71:16 says, you know, I walk in the strength of the Lord, and, you know, I'm really keeping the faith right now, y'all, and doing my recovery time frame. And never forget, y'all, before you walk out that door today, put your full armor on. Love y'all. Now, this was before COVID and everything, in which it was a blessing that I was able to get my surgery back in June of 2019 and continue that process. And finishing up right before literally COVID had hit worldwide. And so I want to say during that process of recovery early in the early in my surgery or recovery time frame, that is when I really grew closer and much closer to God. And I want to call that really my isolation period. It was just me and God, and the transition of becoming that Proverbs 31 woman. One of my favorite scriptures is Proverbs 3:5-6, and I'm reading through the NIV version. The Lord with all your heart, and lean not into your own understanding, and always submit to him, and he will make your path straight. And so that is one of those things where that particular scripture or verse always stuck with me, you know. And also to Joshua 1:9, which talks about being strong and courageous. God is always with us. And it's like, I will tell you to this day, the things in the process that I went through, from going from pretty much a breast cancer to mastectomy, and then not getting a break. Then the next thing you know is COVID, and then then it's like more personal things that are occurring in your life. It can take a toll, and I know that it was only God that got me through. And I want to encourage anyone who's listening right now, as you've heard my story, and as I sit here with you today, understand that you are a queen of royalty. If you're on this earth still, God is not finished with you yet. And there's much work to be done for the kingdom. It's okay. The important thing is you can try. If you fail, I always say it like this: a true fail is when you don't try at all. So remember that. Sometimes we will have to walk and stand alone, but we are in the season of where we need to be bold and fearless, because at the end of the day, God has our back.